Hey everyone, welcome to Power Fitness Talk with our new power partner, Solomon Pratt, owner of Solomon'sFitnessWorld.com. Solomon is a fitness expert and master trainer, and I'm so excited that we've met here recently and that we've already had Solomon do a demo class last week at our Power Health and Wealth Expo, and people are raving about it. Welcome back, Solomon.
Thank you, Tom, for having me again.
Yeah, Solomon, I can't tell you how good I feel since I've started working out with your online class. I know you and I did I did a one-on-one with you in your gym the other day. I'm doing the online class now, and I'm working with those bands, which I never would have ever imagined are more effective than weights. I just feel like I'm isolating and utilizing 100% of my muscle tissue. I've never felt that way with barbells, and I'm just so excited to see the results and get to looking more like you.
Yeah, man, it's coming, man. To stay at it, you had the best trainer. So yeah, so basically, what happens is I'm using the bands. The bands work more core and stabilize the muscle than weights. Because I prefer to train clients with weights and bands, but bands will work the stomach more, the back, all of those stabilizing muscles. When you basically push the band more, it'll engage more of those muscles. So that's why I prefer to have people to use weights and bands, especially when you're traveling, when you're going out of the country, you're not at home. You know, the bands are convenient, they're challenging, and they're durable and so effective.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I had gotten the bands from you right before a quick business trip to Florida, but unfortunately, I did not grab them and bring them with me. But I'm excited now. I've got another quick business trip to Indiana next month, and I'm definitely going to have the bands with me. And by that time, I'm really gonna be feeling good because that's 4 weeks off, and after just 1 week, I feel incredible. It's a whole different feeling I can't explain that I never got with the weights. The barbells, I think, like you said, really isolate what muscles are used, whereas the bands, because of the flexibility and the what I'm doing there with the shoulder, starting in the front and going up overhead and to the back, and is really using all of my shoulder. And why don't you talk a little bit about that? I could totally relate to. You said the shoulders never fully developed with regular, chest press, and explain what happens to the shoulder with the bands.
Yeah, so actually what the bands is, you can work on your shoulder mobility. Like a lot of people, especially in the gym, what they do like a lot of bench press, a lot of shoulder press. So the front and side shoulders get a lot of stimulation, and they'll do enough stuff to work the real shoulder, or they don't do stretches to go and get the shoulder more mobile. So I like to have people to use the bands for both, for doing dynamic movements that have your shoulder to be more mobile, and at the end of your workout you can do basically static stretches, and which that's also one of the topics I'm gonna cover today is 3 things that you should not do before you go and do your workout. So that's one of the things that I'm gonna cover is before your workout you need to do dynamic movements to get the muscle warmed up. It's excellent to help people who are planning on doing sports. The bands will basically have the body to be nice and warmed up, and it would less likely, give you a chance of getting injured. So that'll help you with that. So do dynamic movements like walking in place, doing boxing, different type of dynamic stretches with the bands. That's great before your exercise, to get the body warmed up, and after you do static stretching. So that's how most people don't know that you're supposed to do it like that. But the elite trainers and the elite professional people know that you do static stretching after your workout. Static stretching is when you're basically holding an exercise for a extended period of time. And dynamics when you're doing different movements to get the muscle warmed up. So that's one.
Can you give us some samples? Do you have bands there where you can kind of demonstrate what you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah. So I got some. Let me put this on my, let me turn this around.
Because I've been following your instructions, but I really don't know the difference between dynamic and static.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So like right now, since we're talking about the shoulder, this is a move that you can do with the power band that it'll basically work on your shoulder mobility, and this is dynamic. So I'm going all the way back. I'm holding the band on the inside. I'm going all the way back over my head, to my hamstring, and back over to my thigh. So this is the movement, and this is dynamic. It's really good to get that shoulder nice and mobile. So this is stretching all three heads of the shoulder. Because most people, Tom, they don't work on their shoulder being mobile. They just spend time working on their legs, but they don't work on their upper body. Other way you can do it too is you can go and basically do one arm back at a time. So that'll really, really, really help with that shoulder being nice and mobile. So this is an example of a dynamic stretch or a dynamic exercise. I'm gonna give you an example of a static stretch. Well, this is good to stretch out the shoulder and the chest. So I'm gonna take my hand right here. I'm gonna put it on the wall, and I'm gonna come back the other way, and I got my arms straight. And this is really good to stretch the chest, the front shoulders, and work the stomach. So this is what we call a static stretch, where basically I'm holding it. You want to hold it for at least like about 25 seconds. So this is static stretch. I'm gonna give you another example of a dynamic exercise. You could do jumping jacks. Jumping jacks is really good to get your body warmed up. And if you want to get your body more warmed up, which you can put the bands on your feet and do jumping jacks. So with the band, so with the bands, you basically open it up like this, and you basically put it on each leg like this. And you can do jumping jacks. So this is my level 2 band. So you can do jumping jacks with this, and this is, oh man. So this works the stomach more, the legs, the thighs, but this to get the body more warmed up. So I like to do that move. I like to also, one of my favorite things to do is I like to walk in place with the band. So I'm gonna have my left knee, right hand. I'm gonna walk in place, pick up my knee high as I can. This is another dynamic exercise, a dynamic movement. And the main key you want to do is you want to move that elbow all the way back. You can work that stomach, work on obliques, pick up knee high if you can. This is good to get your body warmed up. So this is good for before you exercise or before you do a sport. You can also go side by side, which this is good. A lot of times, guys have problems with the hip. This makes the hip more stronger. You go side by side, high as you can, high as you can, high as you can. So this will work on getting the hip stronger. It's to work the side, it works the glutes. Yeah, so it works the stomach and the lower back. So I have different levels. This is level 2. So each band is designed to work the body a little bit different. So this is level 2, but you have more range of motion. So this one is easier for doing back lunges. So red is level 2. I got 3 different levels. Level 3 is purple. So what I like to do is when I'm training clients and then we're doing deadlifts, I like to have them to put the bands on their feet when they're doing deadlifts, so that'll basically activate more leg muscles. So you feel it more. You feel it more in your stomach and your legs. So it's so convenient, so effective. So just doing that. This is level 3. You go side by side again. Oh man, you feel it all in your legs, your stomach. So this one has the best of both worlds. And the last one is level 4, black. So each band is thicker. You can tell by the difference. So this band is smaller. This one's a little bit bigger. And this one's a little bit bigger than that. So this is the black one. So this is most of the people who are advanced. There's some bodybuilders, women are trying to build up some more size and strength in their glutes to get a stronger band. So a lot of people, you see women doing like 100 donkey kicks. What they don't know is that if they actually use something that had more stronger resistance, they will build up their butts, faster, stronger. You got to do stuff to challenge the body. So just doing 100 or something, I mean that it's too easy.
Right, exactly.
And then what happened is you will basically stress your body out by you doing too much stuff. So it's important to do enough to get the body challenged and allow that body to heal. Now I'm using level 4.
there's like a lot of women like to do kickbacks. They go against the wall, they go all the way up, and then this one is really good for doing the kickbacks. So the leg lift. So that works. The glutes really good. The back. So many moves you do it. The guys like them too, because the guys, especially the guys that have an ego, that like, man, give me the toughest one. So the guys like the level 4, so they can get their hip nice and strong. And that happens when a person, a lot of times when you're placing, you're standing, you're leaning on one side, you're doing all kind of stuff like this. So what it does is it's putting more stress on one side of the body than the other. So the bands will help equal out those muscle imbalances. So we have that, and then my power bands have 3 different levels. They have 4 different levels. I got level 1, which is red. I got my level 2, which is black. Give me 1 second. Let me grab the black one. Yeah, so level 2, which is black. So I got first is red, is black, level 2, and level 3, which is purple, and level 4, which is black. So each band work the body different. So this is good for the men and for the women. But definitely, you can also do different stretches when you're basically laying down. You can stretch it. You can stand up. You can stretch your calves. Like I'm stretching my calf muscle. A lot of times people have tight calves that come from you, like sitting down all day, standing all day. So if your calves are tight, you're gonna have a hard time getting really, really low on your squats. So yeah, so it's important, so different stretches you can do laying down, standing up, and I also I have glute bands too. My glute bands, these are cotton, they're super durable. These don't pop. A lot of times you see people, they have those plastic bands, and those pop, and those really hurt. So I have these that come in a set of 3, and then they come with a Solomon Fitness World mesh bag. So I have 3 different levels. So depending on the person want to do, and you can also use these if you're a guy or woman, you're trying to do a chin up and you're trying to get more stronger, you can use the band to help you do chin ups. So you can use it for so much. So that's the first tip. And the second tip that I like to tell people is you want to basically exercise about 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours. You want to basically eat 2 or 3 hours before you go and work out. Because the reason why time is if you basically work out like about half an hour or so before, if you basically eat about half an hour before you go and work out, when you're working out, all that blood is going to be going toward your stomach instead of going toward your muscles and your arm and your legs.
Oh,
and your
yeah.
chest. So it's important to work out at least about 2 hours. 2 hours. So basically the food already digests, and then when you work out, all that blood can be going toward the muscles. So the tip number 2 is to work out 2 hours after you ate.
Okay, great. And what's tip number 3?
Yes, so tip number 3. So basically, I want you should do cardio between 5 to 15 minutes before you work out. But a lot of people what they do is they'll be on the treadmill doing like an hour cardio, and then now, so for them, when it's time to do their strength training session, they're tired. They use all of their glycogen levels during, the cardio. So now they don't have no more energy, to go and do the strength training. The strength training should be your number 1 focus. So, I mean, if we dedicate a separate day to go and just basically do the cardio, then that's fine. Just use most of your energy. You can get the most out of there. What most people don't know time is more muscle will also help you with your heart rate. If you're exercising, lifting weights, using bands, it all comes down to your workout being really, really challenging. A lot of people think that you have to sweat to go and lose weight, but that's actually necessarily not true. Sweating just means your body is releasing toxins. It means that. But the main thing to come down to is your workout intense? Is your workout challenging enough? Those are the main qualities, that will determine, whether you basically go and build some muscle and lose weight.
Okay, so sweating is good, but it's not necessary for a good workout.
Yes, because some people aren't sweaters, like myself. I'm not really a sweater. So and then a person, you could be in a hot summer, you could be in like a hot summer day in Miami sweating, but you're not burning no fat.
Right. Right. So
Sweating is just regulating. Yep.
people get confused. They think if they're sweating that they're losing weight.
No. So sweating is when your body is regulating its body temperature. You could just be in the heat somewhere and you be just sweating and you're not losing no weight.
Right. Got it.
So yeah, so that's a misconception that people have. But yeah, so definitely. So also the bands helps out with the online training. So I have a special offer for the people today. I have an offer for $9.97. You can get all my fitness bands. You get all 10 of my bands with one copy of my book, The Healthy Fitness Bible, when you make your purchase of 4 months of online training for $9.97. And if you can't do that offer, I got an offer for 1 month. If you can't do 4 months, I got an offer for 1 month, which is $2.97. And I will give you any 2 products that you want, and I would ship that to you, and then I include that with your training. So you can pick an ankle band, a power band, so it'll be included. So for $2.97, you get meal coaching, you get day-by-day coaching, and then you get 3 to 5 workouts per week on the app. And it's tailored for you based off of your body type, your goals, your lifestyle, your level of mobility, your experience. All those factors matter. So I have a conversation for them, and basically I will design a custom workout just for them, and that makes a big difference.
Excellent. And we'll make sure that we post all those details with this Power Fitness Talk. And also, let's tell the people about your monthly Power Health and Wealth Expo. You are in the Oak Park River Forest area, so we are going to secure a location there to have a monthly Power Health and Wealth Expo like we do all over Chicagoland. And we'll be posting that on powernetworkingclub.com. And we'll also be promoting Solomon at other Power Health and Wealth Expos. So you can check the website for a schedule of events. We'll be in, Oakbrook Terrace at Chautauqua Jewel Designs this Saturday. We'll be in Orland Park at Papa Joe's next Wednesday. And there'll be several events, every month in between your monthly event. And let's talk a little bit about self-defense.
Yes, Tom. One thing that I tell people, the best way to warn off, somebody messing with you or trying you is to portray a certain confidence, Tom. People don't like to try confident people. Most people want an easy target. They want somebody, who looks afraid or they're scary or, so people can feel your energy. So the best way to warn off having to use self-defense is to basically have a certain type of confidence about it so that people can feel and sometimes even see. So it's different moves that you can do to go and warn off a attacker. So a person can strike them in certain places like the throat, the eyes, the groin. There's so many different things that you can do. So I would be also demonstrating some of those methods of defending yourself at our Power Talks and also our expos.
Yeah, that's very beneficial because we have a lot of power ladies in the group, and I want to make sure that they know how to defend themselves, especially in the environment that we're in today. There's a lot of tension and anxiety out there in the world, and people need to know how to defend themselves, and we're going to incorporate that into everything we do with Solomon. So, Solomon, I want to thank you again.
Thank you, Tom, for having me.
To getting this train rolling. We'll lock down a location for your event before our next fitness talk, and we'll make that announcement next week. Until then, keep pumping, buddy. I'll look forward to reporting back to you on my progress every day.
Yep, excellent. Okay, Tom, I'll see you soon, and we the best. We're going to win. We're going to show Roy.
I love it. See, attitude is everything. We the best.
Uh-huh.
All right, buddy. Talk to you soon.
All right, okay, Tom. Talk to you later. Yeah, that was good, I think.